to make your eyes look brighter and rested. I mean, this is something that we've reordered. The first time we had it on, customer resonated with it so much, we reordered it. You are getting 2 products today. You are getting the Boiing Hydrating Concealer, okay? And that is normally $20 by itself. And then, hey, we're gonna throw in, for basically $5 more, the $23 Ooh La Lift Instant Under Eye Brightener. It's a 2-piece set. It is HSN exclusive, normally in retail, $43.
Yep.
If I was to go to the beauty stores and try to put this together,
you wouldn't even find it.
Here at HSN, they did it just for us. Pay for 1 product, and then for $2 more, get the hydrating concealer. It is such a great deal, and watch how it's instant. Bye-bye tired eyes.
It really is, and here's the thing. There's 2 things that really make our under eyes look downright terrible. The first is darkness, and there's a lot of reasons why people get dark under eyes. The second is dehydration. If you have dark circles and dehydration, you need products that are gonna deal with both, and that's exactly what this kit does. So the first product is our hydrating concealer. I'm gonna show you how I apply it here on Adriana. It has a hydrating ring, do you see that? With a concealing core. So what I want you to do when you get this home is I want you to swipe it right underneath your eyes. This is the medium shade here on Adriana. So there's vitamin E and apple seed extract, and that's gonna go ahead, not only is it gonna conceal beautifully, but it's also gonna hydrate. And that's gonna help prevent any future discoloration or any fine lines. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is a secret weapon. This is the Ooh La Lift, okay? Are you ready for this? This is the under eye brightening boost. This is going to give you that luminosity. This is gonna take your look to a whole extra level. Imagine you had your own personal lighting crew walking around.
So good.
That just gave your under eyes, the light bounces away from your under eyes.
Look, look, look.
Fresh, hydrated, dewy under eyes.
I have to tell you, I'm a person with very dry skin.
Yes.
So this hydrating concealer, I am all about this. And what's nice is that you can put it on top of makeup as well, but that is the reason we have reordered this product.
She just laughed at herself. She was just like,
we're walking around with really dark circles, you guys. Look at your way of going ahead and saying goodbye to those tired, exhausted looking eyes. It's a 1-2 punch. It is finally back, and you only have to choose from 3 shades, right, Maggie?
We have 3 shades of this kit. It's a light, the medium, and the deep. You're gonna see it in a second. If you burn very, very easily, you're the light. Most of us will be the medium. These are very forgiving shades. And then if you are deeper, you go in the deep. But here's the thing, is that if you have an under eye, the skin on your under eye is some of the most delicate, dry skin on your body. What happens when you use your traditional full coverage concealer? It settles and it actually looks drier, and it makes your under eyes look even worse.
It's the reason most women stop using concealer.
Exactly.
Because as we get older,
have you heard, you're like, oh, I don't want to put it on because it accentuates my fine line, so I'd rather just do without. You don't have to do without anymore because now you have this duo.
And it feels so good, right? So what's in that little hydrating ring?
So it has apple seed extract and vitamin E, which are 2 amazing hydrators. I'm using that deep shade on Sue's under eye, and I'm just tapping it into her skin. I urge you guys, be gentle to your under eyes, just tap it in, and then I'm gonna pop a little bit of that under eye brightening boost with the Ooh La Lift.
I'm doing it too.
A little bit lower than you would put the concealer. Oh, she's going to town over there. She was like, you just took my mirror, Leslie, what's up?
I'm sorry, but I want to show too, because I have a full face of makeup on.
And you're putting it on top.
This is a nice way to refresh my under eye area as well, because it's so creamy and beautiful. Do you see the difference on me as well? Because I mean,
I know.
Look at Lou, it's like we literally put a light under her, right? Look how beautiful.
This whole area on Sue looks like perfection times 100. She looks like she had a professional makeup artist do her under eyes. But guess what? I am not a professional makeup artist. I'm just a girl that has these 2 products. I slammed it on underneath her eyes. I blended it in. But look at that before. So can you relate? When you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, you know what? I've got a couple things happening. I've got some under eye darkness. I've also got some fine lines. And when you reach for your regular concealer, sure, it might cover the darkness, but does it settle into your fine lines? 3-4 hours later, does it make them look worse? That's not what's gonna happen with this duo. Why? Because this is giving you hydration and brightness and coverage. Those are the 3 key parts to getting the most beautiful like illuminated under eye.
And do you see that it's got the concealer in the center and then that moisturizing core all around? And so 3 easy shades to choose from. You just choose from the 3, and then everybody is going to get the Ooh La Lift. So remember, Ooh La Lift is $23. That means that for $2 more, you are getting the full size of the Boiing Hydrating Concealer. This feels so creamy and yummy and wonderful for that under eye skin, which is usually so dry and parched and crimply. I'm making up words.
I really like where you're going. Crinkly. I think we said something about crimply before.
But there it is. $43 value anywhere you go. You go to the Big S store, you go anywhere where benefit is, you're gonna pay $43 for these 2 products, not here at HSN. And so I'm talking to you, if you got the really tired eyes, if no matter what you do, you always have the rings around the eye, sometimes it's genetic, sometimes you can't do anything about it, I want you to try this product out because you're getting the 1-2 punch so you can say goodbye to those tired eyes. And it feels so good. Do you see the difference on mine?
I do.
So I put it on this eye, both of the products.
It looks like there's almost like a highlight and the luminosity.
I got a full face of makeup on, by the way. And so I put it right on top and it just refreshed that area. You know when the makeup starts traveling and it goes into the lines and wrinkles and you hate it so you refuse to wear concealer? I want you to try this one out. It really makes all the difference.
It sure does. Why? Because this is a combination of hydration and concealing. So I went ahead and popped the medium shade right here underneath Robin's eyes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend it in with my finger, tap it right in underneath my finger. So a couple things are happening. First of all, that vitamin E and apple seed extract is being absorbed into her skin and it's hydrating and it's dealing with any of those fine lines. Then that beautiful concealer is concealing any darkness, any discoloration. I honestly like to bring it down onto the cheeks sometimes because that's where we tend to also have some splotchiness, and wait till you see the transformation in her under eye area. Because it's not just about covering the darkness, it's about bringing light and hydration.
So I remember when we were younger, we never had that situation, right? And then you get to a certain age and all of a sudden your eyes just look tired.
They look dull.
And they look dull and they look dark, and you may have had a full night's sleep and you're saying, I don't get it. There's like a darkness to my skin. I've lost my radiance.
Your skin loses its hydration. It loses its radiance. And guess what? There's just not much we can do about that unless you use the right makeup. And not all concealers are created equal.
Sorry,
most concealers
now. Everybody's laughing at me. I'm like,
your is like going to town. But most concealers, sure, they might cover, but they're going to look dull. And it's going to dry down, and it's going to actually, over time, settle into those fine lines. Not with this duo, because this has vitamin E and apple seed extract.
It's beautiful.
Look at the luminosity underneath her eyes. Can you relate to Debbie's before? Do you, when you wake up, does your under eye, you were saying, look dull and dry? Not you also have darkness. So you've got this like kind of 1-2 situation.
And I have to tell you too, if you're a woman with dry skin, this is you. This is you. Because there are some women that have skin so dry, I'm one of them, that any concealer you put on, it could be the best concealer in the world, the most expensive concealer in the world, and it starts running into my lines and wrinkles because I have very dry, parched skin. You're gonna love this because it actually feels really good as you glide it on. You're gonna feel how that vitamin E and that apple seed extract just kind of goes to town and hydrates that area automatically, plumping up that skin and giving you that more refreshed look. And then you hit it with the Ooh La Lift to get that brightness. This is like the only 2 products that a lot of you are gonna need for the under eye area.
Absolutely.
And so only here do you get them together. You pay for one, the Ooh La Lift is $23, $2 more, you're getting a full size of that hydrating concealer.
So here on Donna, I have used the light shade. She has fair skin, and what I'm doing is I'm patting it underneath her eyes, and I'm actually bringing it down a little bit onto her cheeks. Now what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of the Ooh La Lift right on top. This is gonna be your secret weapon to take the look to the next level. And what do I mean by that? This is gonna be the luminosity. So you have the hydration and the concealing from the hydrating concealer, and then you have the luminosity.
So question, is the Ooh La Lift for every skin tone?
Every skin tone.
Okay.
And even if you have a lot more of a deep skin tone than you see her, it is going to radiate light.
Because it shears out, right?
It shears out. Now, she only has one brow on, so don't let that distract you, because that was from Gimme Brow before.
That was me before.
I want you to look at her under eyes. Now, can you relate to her before? Not only does she have dry eyes, you see that puffiness underneath her eyes? A lot of the times, puffiness is actually due to dehydration. She has some dark circles. She has some discoloration on her cheek. Look at that after. doesn't her under eye look so illuminated, concealed, fresh and young? And it's gonna stay that way because we are adding hydration through vitamin E and apple seed extract, so it's not gonna settle into your fine lines.
So I have to give you a quick little warning. Okay. The medium shade, tint number 2, final 100 remaining in this configuration. Remember, we have the number 1, the number 2, and for the deepest skin, the number 3. The Ooh La Lift that comes included, not only is it full size, but it's all skin tones as well. It is the 1-2 punch to say bye-bye, tired looking eyes. You're gonna lift and conceal and hydrate and brighten, all for $25. 093363 is your item number. We're coming back with bronzers and a brand new tint from Benefit next.
There's